Recording in progress. So hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Like I said, I do want to respect your time. We're going to keep this call to 20 minutes. And you are here because you are either have been invited by your friend to be here, or you yourself are here because you are new to Plexus and to the products and you want to know more about them. And so tonight we're just going to share our my story and Plexus's story and talk about the Triplex, which is what most everyone starts on. And then at the end we will have Q&A. And I also have, if you've been invited here by a friend and you decide that you want to try the Plexus Triplex, I do have a 10% off coupon for you. So just to reward you for coming tonight. So thank you for being here. My name is Latoya Lackey. I've been with Plexus Worldwide for 6 years. And I originally got started on these products. At the time, I was taking a lot of naps. I was very tired. Me and my husband own a business. We were working 50, 60 hours a week. He said if I could get paid for taking naps, we would be millionaires, which was totally true because I would take a nap literally on my lunch break. I would go out in my car and take a nap. I could sleep all the time. I never felt like I was getting enough rest. I was also very bloated. I was not regular. My skin was dull. I did not have any energy, all of the things. So I ordered the Plexus Triplex, which I'll tell you about in a moment. And I went on vacation. And while I was on vacation, I got so bloated on vacation that a stranger asked me when my baby was due. And I was so not pregnant, which is so not fun. So when I got back, I started on the products. And one of the very first things that I noticed was about 4 or 5 days in, it was like 8:30 at night. And I got up and started cleaning the kitchen. And my husband said, "Are you mad? What's wrong with you?" Because I was up cleaning the kitchen at 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night. And I said, "No, I just feel good." That's one thing I noticed is I felt good later into the day. And I didn't really know how bad I felt until I felt good. And I was like, man, I didn't realize this. And so that was one thing. The next thing I noticed was the sleep. I was waking up feeling ready to tackle my day instead of waking up ready to go back to bed. That was a huge difference for me. Brain fog was gone. And then around week 3, week 4, I noticed my belly bloating was going down. Food cravings were getting less and less. As far as sugar did not taste the same to me anymore. The things that I used to like and drink, I wasn't drinking anymore or eating anymore. And so my taste buds began to change. And then over the first 4 months, I should have brought my picture up here to show you my testimony picture, but my first 4 months on the products, I had dramatic loss in inches, but I only lost 5 pounds. And I was doing it for some weight loss. Not everyone does. Some people do it to get up to weight, and I'll explain that in a moment. But I only lost 5 pounds, but I went down to size and a half in clothes. And so I tell you that because our bodies hold so much inflammation due to our gut health that we have no idea about. Another thing that affects the inflammation or your gut health affecting inflammation was my mom. I will share her testimony. When we started, I was seeing testimonies of people with fibromyalgia and joint pain and things that were being helped by these products. And so I actually bought the products from my mom. She had a condition called polymyalgia rheumatica, which is like a fibromyalgia, but it gets into your joints instead of your muscles. So she was on 200 milligrams of prednisone 3 times a day. She had huge inflammation. Her head was, just everything about her was inflamed from the steroids. She was having to use 2 hands to brush her teeth. She couldn't put on her pantyhose. It was very debilitating. So I said, "Mom, let's try these products and see what happens." So my mom was my guinea pig, and I let her try them. And in 3 weeks, she could tell a noted difference to the point where she was wanting to get out in her yard again for the first time in 5 years, guys. That was huge. That was life-changing for her. I'll share some other testimonies as we go through the Triplex here for the next few minutes. But the main thing I want you to know about these products is every person is different. Your gut health, your gut biome is different than mine, and yours is different than your friend. And so what these products do for you may be a totally different thing that they do for someone else. So you can't just rely on your own testimony or just on my testimony. You need to know other people's testimonies to be able to share them because there are so many out there. So if you're not a part of our wellness community, then let the person that invited you know, and that page is full of testimonies. You can even go into that area stop. Sorry, my dog's bothering me now. You can even go into that area and type in anything that you are, struggling with, if you have migraines, skin issues, plantar fasciitis, IBS, all of those things, you can type it in there and it will show you testimonies. You can also Google anything that you have struggled with and gut health, and it will show you the tie. The gut is 80% of what our body functions with. So even from our mood, the endorphins in our brain, the chemicals there, joint pain, like I said, so many different things all stem from your gut. And so when they say the gut is the second brain, it really is the second brain. It controls so much. So your friend invited you because what we start everybody on, for the most part, is the Triplex, which is these 3 products I'm going to tell you about real quick. So this is the Plexus Slim, and don't let the name fool you. If you're underweight, you can still take this. It's not going to make you lose weight. What it does is Plexus Slim balances your blood sugars. So if you think about it, when you get up in the morning, how many of you have coffee in the morning? Just wave at me. Several of you have coffee. Most of you have coffee. Okay. So when you have coffee in the morning, what's happening is you're pumping up your adrenal glands to get going, right? It's that little engine that could trying to get up the hill. And so you go. And then after a while, that coffee wears off and you crash. So then you're like, oh, I need, a Snickers bar. I need my afternoon half-price Sonic drink. That's why Sonic runs half-price drink specials between 3 and 5, because America is literally crashing. So as you're doing this all day long, what's happening is your adrenal glands are working in overload. They are working overtime. So by the time you get to 6 or 7 o'clock at night, you are cashed out. You're tired. Your body has been working all day, whether you have or not. The inside of your body has been working all day trying to keep you going. So what Plexus Slim does is it balances your blood sugars. And what that does for you is instead of doing this all day, you're doing this. So that natural energy that your body already has, that God created it to have, lasts longer into the day. So you notice at 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, you're still feeling good. That is huge. So you have this sustained energy because you haven't worn yourself out. So Plexus Slim was actually, they developed it for people with diabetes to help balance blood sugars. But what they found was as blood sugars were being balanced, that people started to have more energy. So they would get out and go walk after dinner. They would play with their kids. They noticed that as their gut health began to clean up, that they were not having the same cravings for sugar and carbs like they were before. So naturally weight loss happened, but it was really because their blood sugars were balanced. Does that make sense? So this is how the Slim comes. It comes in these packets. We have 2 different kinds of Slim for you to choose from. There is the Hunger Control Slim, which is what I personally take because I'm always, worried about weight and I've got a wedding coming up. My son's, not mine, but it has extra fiber in it, and it's going to help keep you full longer. And all you do is you pour it into a bottle of water. Here's a little trick I just learned. I've been doing this for 6 years. I did not know this. If you turn the bottle sideways and then shake it like this, no clumps. Who knew? I know some of y'all are like shocked right now. No clumps. I was totally blown away by that. Anyway, so you just drink it in the morning. 30 minutes before breakfast is ideal. If you still have coffee in the morning, then I would suggest doing it in between breakfast and lunch, maybe 30 minutes to an hour before lunch. You do want to drink it within 30 minutes of mixing it up, 15 to 30 minutes of mixing it up. So you can't mix it up and then put it in your lunchbox, take it to work. Do it there on site. Okay. The other Slim that we have an option for is called the Microbiome Activating. It's a smaller pack. It's about that big. And it has microbiome activating enzymes in it. So it's going to put good bacteria into your gut biome and help to seed that good bacteria. So it's going to grow more good bacteria. So if your concern is weight loss, or you're concerned with maintaining a weight, or you've had a struggle with weight or anything like that, I would suggest the Hunger Control. Otherwise, go for the Microbiome Activating for your Slim. Okay, the other two products that we have, these very important, these go together. Love and marriage, horse and carriage, these two together all the time. Okay, so what these are is this is BioCleanse and ProBio 5. So our ProBio 5 is our probiotic. It is the only probiotic on the market that has an antifungal component, which means it's going to go in and kill off bad bacteria in your gut. So you're not just putting in good bacteria, you're also killing off bad bacteria in your gut. That is so important because as we have our American diets and we're eating sugar and we're eating yeast and, you know, all of these things, gluten, our bodies on the inside in our gut, we're getting candida yeast and it begins to grow. If you've ever seen bread expand due to yeast, that's what's happening in your gut. And it actually forms a hard shell over it. So what this does is it goes in and begins to break it down. Okay. As it's breaking it down, sorry, I have somebody unmuted just trying to fix it. Okay. As it is breaking it down, you want to go slowly with this. You want to start it very slowly because as it's breaking it down, you're going to need to flush out those toxins. So we start on this, take it at night. You start with 1. Okay, it says on the bottle you can go up to 4, but here's how I want you to start. I want you to start with 1 for a good week or so, then go up to 2 for another couple of weeks. Then you can go up to 3 for several more weeks. And then if your body is doing okay with it and you're not having any, you know, adverse effects or anything, any die-off symptoms, you can go up to 4 for a little bit and really knock out that candida yeast and then back down to 3 or 2 for a managing dose. So it takes several months to go through that process. And it actually took me even longer. I went up to 4 after I was on the products for about 9 months and my body was not ready for it. I had so much bad stuff in my gut. I recently just went back up to 4 and it made a huge difference. And my stomach has gone down tremendously just this week from going back up to 4. So I've been on 3 for a long time trying to get all of that out of my body. But you want to go slow because you may have either die off or detox. And so let me explain the difference between those two. Detox is if you've ever gotten off of caffeine before and you had just a little headache, that kind of thing, maybe you're a little fatigued, a little tired. You may go through some of those symptoms week 1, week 2, week 3, somewhere in there. Some people experience that. I experienced that for a couple of days around the end of week 2, beginning of week 3. I had a headache for a couple of days. Drink lots of water, push through, do not stop. That you don't want die off. So you don't want to go too fast because die off is where the candida yeast comes back and it says, it doesn't go down without a fight. It's like, no, I'm not going away. And it starts to fight back in your body. So that can happen through, if you're going too fast, that can happen through increased joint pain. The candida yeast will go to your joints. People get, thrush in the mouth, yeast infections, skin breakouts, things like that. That means you're going too fast. So you always want to work with your coach, the person that got you on there or, on the products, introduce you to them or me, and, come let us coach you on this. The most important thing that if you walk away with one thing about knowing your Triplex is be consistent, take it every single day. Do not skip a day. Do not skip a day. You want to stay on these products every single day. They're all natural products and they need to get in your system and be working. So do not skip a day. Okay. The thing you want to put with this is the BioCleanse. Now, the BioCleanse is a magnesium supplement. And this is not a laxative. I just want to go ahead and let you know, you do not have to quit your day job, not a laxative. What this does is it begins to moisturize your intestinal tract. So if you think of a straw that you've drank through for weeks and weeks and weeks and never cleaned it out, it's going to get gunky and nasty on the inside, right? That's what happens in our colons when we have all of this stuff in our guts and we're not cleaning them out properly. They get clogged up, so to speak. Okay, they get gunk on the inside, and it actually cakes in there. The average adult can have between 8 and 12 pounds of old stool sitting in their body. Guys, you have to think about that. Those are things that you've eaten that are toxins that need to come out that are just sitting there. That's why you have the bloated gut. That's why your joint pain. That's why you feel lethargic. All of those things are happening because all that stuff is just sitting on the inside of you. So what this does, the BioCleanse, it begins to moisturize your intestinal tract. So what it's going to do is all that stuff that was on the inside of that colon inside of that straw, so to speak, it's going to begin to flake off. It's going to moisturize and begin to flake that off. So over time, it is going to clean out your gut area and your colon, which you will love. Trust me, you will know that that is working and that you're doing it properly. Your skin will start glowing. You know, that was one thing people at church would ask me, you know, every Sunday, somebody different would come up to me and say, did you change your skin? Like, what are you doing? And it took me several weeks to figure out this was the only thing I changed. I was like, no, I haven't done anything. It took me several weeks to figure that out because my skin was actually glowing because I was getting toxins out of my body. So in order to flush those toxins, the other thing besides consistency that you want to know is you need to drink half of your body weight in ounces of water a day. I know that sounds like a lot for some of you. Some of you are like, oh my gosh, it's everything I can do to drink one little cup of water. Your body will begin to crave it. The healthier it gets, the more it's going to want water. I've had people that literally drank a liter of Mellow Yellow a day. And after 2 months on these products, they were like, I don't even want it anymore. I want water. I don't even want it doesn't even taste the same to me because their body wasn't craving it. So as you're drinking your water, you're going to flush out those toxins. The best tip I can give you to get in all of your water in a day is, for me, I want to drink around 100 ounces of water. Now, I don't weigh 200 pounds anymore. I did when I started these products, but I still drink 100 ounces of water a day if I can. That's my goal. And so what I do is I get one of those big 33-ounce bottles of water and I fill that up 3 times. So that way I'm not counting, 12 or 18 or however many of these, because I would lose count and I have too many things to do in the day. And so do you. So I can count to 3 though while I'm busy, right? Everybody can do that. So I just get a big water bottle, fill it up 3 times. Done. If I work out, I have 4 of them. But that's so important to do that and to take these together. So this, you're going to start out with 2 in the nighttime, and then you're going to work with your coach, because some people will need to take 1 or 2 in the morning. Some people will need to take more than 2 in the nighttime. You can take up to 6 of these in a day. Okay. So now me personally, I take 3 of these at night, 2 of these in the morning, and now I'm taking 4 of these, but I normally take 3 of these at night as well. And the reason why, and I'm going to be a little bit TMI here, but that's okay. Y'all can handle it. The reason why is because your body, when you eat food, you should be going to the bathroom as many times as you eat. So if you eat 3 times in a day, you should be going to the bathroom 3 times a day. When I started these products, I was going to the bathroom about every 2 to 3 days. And that's where I was getting the bloating, the lethargic feeling, all of that just being weighed down because I wasn't getting those toxins out of my body. So if you're not to that point where you're going 2 to 3 times a day, and it should not take you long in the restroom, if you know what I mean, you don't have time to check Facebook. You're going to be in and you're going to be out. Okay. If you're not doing that in and out 2 to 3 times a day, then you need to increase this until you get to that point. I had a client, a customer that came on these products 2 months ago. I guess she's on her 3rd month now. And she was like me. She went, every 3 days she would, have to do all kinds of things, laxatives and all this stuff in order to even go. She had to plan a whole day around, I'm going to go to the bathroom today, and so she's been on the products now for 2 months. And she said it has made all the difference. She's like, I'm going like a normal person and I feel completely different now. It's amazing when our bodies start to work how God designed them to work. It's amazing how good you feel. You don't know how bad you feel until you feel good. So we want to do these and take them all the time, every single day. Don't skip. I know some of you may have questions, so I will open it up for questions. Before I do that, let me tell you a couple of more things. One is, again, I've already told you about the wellness page, and you can join the wellness page or ask someone on this call to connect you to that wellness page so you can look at testimonies and see what other people are saying. You may have somebody in your family that struggles with diabetes or, Hashimoto's, Crohn's disease, Lyme's disease. There are so many testimonies out there, autoimmune disorders, so many testimonies out there that helps these types of situations, because all of that stems from your gut. Depression, anxiety, ADHD, so many testimonies. Go to that page. In addition to that, when you get your Triplex, you're going to want to tell people about it. You're either going to feel so good, you're going to start telling people, or people are going to start asking you about it. And so when they do with Plexus now, the way that it works is you join as a VIP customer. It's $9.95 right now to join. That gives you a membership as a VIP customer for a whole year. That gives you 25% off of the retail price, which is great. That's the biggest savings that you can have. And you get a referral link. Now, when you share your referral link with your friends, Plexus rewards you either through free product or through cash. It's however you want to be paid. So free product or cash. If you pick free product, it's usually around 10% of your orders is about the amount of product that you're getting for free product. And you also still get your Plexus perk points, which those of you on know that about every 3 or 4 months, you get a good free product anyway from your perk points. So that's one way that you can, share with your friends and get some free things for yourself. Now, if you say, you know what, Latoya, instead of getting free product, I really like to get cash. What we're doing, especially right now, this month, we have some extra specials going on. If you get the Triplex and then you share with 3 people and they get the Triplex as well, then you have made close to $360, just like that. And let me tell you the importance of that. It's not that we want you to sell and, have a business and all that stuff. Guys, when you share this with people, and especially your close network, you grab your mom, your sister, your best friend, your cousin, your coworker, your boyfriend, whoever, whatever, grab 3 people to do this with you, because that accountability is going to help you stick in there longer. You want to be on these products for at least 90 days. And we want to help you be on these products for 90 days. So if you share with 3 people, you're going to make enough money to be on the products for 90 days, and you're going to have 3 people being accountable with you. That's why it's so important to share. Now, if you decide, hey, I like getting that $360 and I want more, I know Christmas is coming up. So right now, again, we're running some different contests and incentives. So if you share with 10 people, that is around $1,000. If you share with 20 people, or your people share with people for a total of 20, that is around $2,000. So I don't know who could not use $2,000 for Christmas. And I know I definitely could. And right now, with the incentive that's going on this 4th quarter, if you reach that level and you've shared and got around 20 people all together with you and your friends and their friends and all of that, you could also be earning a trip to Orlando in March for our retreat that we have. It's 3-night stay at the Gaylord Hotel. And guys, let me tell you, Plexus does everything first class. It is so much fun. I've earned this trip 3 times. This will be my 4th time earning this trip. And you definitely want to go. It is a lot of fun. So if you are going to order tonight, please get with your person and have them message me or whatever, and I will give you the 10% off discount code. And so before I jump off, I do want to thank you for coming on. And if anybody has questions, I do want to open up for questions at this time. So if you have a question, if you just want to unmute, and guys, we can ask anything. This is the only people that are going to see this or people that we show it to. So ask anything you want. If you want to ask questions about the products, the business, anything, just go ahead. Who would have the first question? A question I'm often asked is, don't bring the attorney. A question I'm often asked is, if I come onto Plexus and what if I don't like the products? Guess what? We have a 60-day money back guarantee. And across our whole team, we have a 1% return rate. I've been doing this for 6 years and I've had 1 person ask for a refund. So we have a very low refund rate because people understand if they're consistent, these products are going to work. If the products are not working for you, you're not being consistent or you're not drinking your water. Simple as that. So we do have that guarantee though. So there is no risk. For the VIP customer, you are put on a subscription, but you have total control over that subscription. There are no minimums. You can move it out. You can skip a month. You can add a product. You can take a product away. You have total control over that. So we're not locking you into any kind of crazy contract or anything like that. So who would have the next question?
Me. So, hey, Latoya.
Yeah.
Look,
I think you're unmuted, sweetie.
Can you hear me?
There we go. I think Amy's unmuted. There we go. Okay. Go ahead, William.
Okay. Look at, you said something about when you have the Slim in the morning, you should have it after you have coffee.
If you're a coffee drinker, I suggest doing it a little bit later. Some people do it in the morning, but some people don't want anything before their coffee. So it's up to you, whichever one of those people you are. If you're just doing coffee just because you like it and it's, then you can take the Slim whenever. But if you're going to be a bear until you have your coffee, go have your coffee. And then
I'm by myself usually anyway. So.
Is that the same with tea, or that's just coffee?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to hurt either way. Like if you did do it and then it's not going to hurt. I just don't like to lock people into anything. The cool thing about the Slim, guys, is the other day I forgot to take it. It was like 9 o'clock at night. And I thought, oh my gosh, I haven't had my Slim today. And again, what did I say is important? Consistency. So at 9 o'clock at night, what did I do? Mixy. Drinky. And so I drank this at 9 o'clock at night and went to bed. It has less caffeine than a cup of coffee. And what caffeine is in here is naturally derived from the green coffee bean or whatever extract. So, and I'm not real big on ingredients. If you want that, I have people that you can talk to. But so I'm caffeine sensitive, and this does not bother. I have high blood pressure. This does not bother. So you can really drink it anytime. The most important thing is that you're being consistent with it. That is very, very important. And if your blood sugars go low because they balanced out, I know one person on this call had that issue. You don't want to take it. You don't want to drink it and then like not eat at all. Because then your blood sugars are going to go low because they're balanced out, and then you're not eating. So you do want to eat it, somewhere around mealtime or in between breakfast and lunch. You don't want to go 4, 5, 6 hours after not having eaten. Would be the only tip I could give you. But it's not going to hype you up. It's not that type of stimulant. Yeah. So I hope it's helpful.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Next question.
I have a question.
Okay.
So you said it was safe to take with diabetic medication. Did I hear that? Was that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, obviously, you always want to consult your doctor, but I have many clients that are on metformin and different things like that, and it's actually helped to lower their blood sugar. There's a woman at my church that just started it. She's been on it now for probably 6 months, and her A1C level went from a 10 down to a 6 within about 4 months because she was doing this every day, and her skin is glowing. She looks amazing. She's probably late 60s, if I had to guess, maybe a little bit older, and she looks amazing.
Now, are there any interactions that you can think of with these products?
No, not with these three. The only thing, this does have the stevia extract, the stevia, the natural form of the stevia extract. So if you had an aversion to stevia, like an actual allergic reaction, that's the only thing that I've heard of. If somebody had one of those, but those are very rare. We do have another product called Ease, which is an all natural pain reliever and inflammation reducer. And that has shellfish in it. So if you're allergic to shellfish, you cannot take our Ease product. But other than that, I don't know of anything. So obviously you want to check with your doctor if you have questions about that, or I can help to research that with you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And anybody else? Are we good? Yay! I'm so glad that you guys came tonight. Thank you so much. I hope that you will join us on this journey. And again, most importantly, allow your coach to coach you. Communicate with us. Share TMI information with us. Let us help you so that you can have the best results from these products and meet your goals. And if you have any questions, let us know. And definitely text your person that invited you to this call tonight, and they can walk you through how to sign up, or the two of us can walk you through it and give you that 10% off code and help you guys get started. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. Have a good one.